Hi students, the topic I have taken for this is introduction to stress. Uh, so first you should know that what is the meaning of stress, and we will see that what are the types of stresses in this session. So first, the stress is nothing but whenever here you can see this, some rope is some steel rope is hanging from the some ceiling. Whenever some load is fixed at the bottom, it is subjected to the loading. Then the automatically this rope or cable which is subjected to the stress. So it is nothing but the inertia force per unit area within a material that resists an external force this is called the stresses. So the stress is denoted by the force by area. So that is the inertia force per the unit area. If you are taking the square circular rod, the area will be pi r square. So the automatically this stress can be given by force divided by area pi r square. So now we will see the types of stresses. According to the type of loading, the type of stresses will be varied. So the first one is the tension, compression, shear, bending and torsion. So now we will see the one by one. The types of stresses is commonly classified into normal stress, shear stress and bending stress. Again, this normal stress is classified tensile and compressive. We will see one by one. So what is a normal stress? So you can see this, the stresses which are acting, the load is acting perpendicular to the longitudinal section. So it is nothing but the normal stress. It may be a tensile or it may be a compressive. Next one is the shear stress. You can see this. So this picture you can see that if the force is applied parallel to the each surface, it will cause some deformation or slip. That there the stresses are created. That stress is nothing but the shear stress. And next one is the bearing stress. Here mostly if you are taking the steel structure, there are two types of structure most widely used in the construction industry. One is the RCC structure and another one is the steel structure. If you are taking the steel structure, we are using the joints. So the joints may be a bolted joints, welded, or it may be riveted. Wherever we are using the bolts, in that places there will be the stresses will be created. Thus that stress we are calling as a bearing stress. So bearing stress is nothing but the localized compressive stress that is occur in the contact surface between the two bodies or within a joint. So the mostly here if you are taking this is a plate. They were using the lapped joint. So lapped connection, it is given by the rivets. In that places we may use the bolt also. So there will be a bearing stresses will be created between this body, that is a plate, and also the that bolt or rivet, that is a bearing stress. And if you are taking in soil mechanics, here if any building is resting on the ground, there will be the opposite pressure will be created. That pressure is we are calling that as a bearing pressure. So the bearing stress is also the very important in civil engineering. And next one is the bending stress. Here you can see this. So this is the simply supported beam, and here this is the uniformly distributed which is acting on the beam. Whenever any beam or any structure which is subjected to any loading, there may be the bending. If it is a fluxural member, the example for fluxural member in the structure is a beam and also the slab. Here it is subjected to the UDL. You can see this, there is a bending. So therefore here due to this bending, some internal stresses are created within the material and it will cause bend. This type of stresses created here is called as the bending stress. And the last one is a torsional stress. Here if the torsional is nothing but if any material or any object is subjected to the equal and opposite twisting or rotational force, we are calling that as a torsion. So whenever any structure is subjected to the torsion, then there will be the twisting will be happen. You can see this is the undeformed bar. Before applying the torsion, once at two ends they were apply the torsion, they automatically it is the deformed. That deformation we are calling as twisting, and the stresses which are created here is we are calling that as a torsional stresses. So students, I think you understood the what are the different types of stresses and how we have to understand that. Thank you for listening this. Thank you.